Welcome back to the Buzz on Business. Today we have Renato Maiorana. Did I say that right?
That's correct.
Excellent, very good. I got his name right. So Renato is the owner of Griswold Home Care, located right here in Brunswick. Renato, glad to have you today.
Good morning, thanks.
Thanks for coming. What can you tell us about Griswold Home Care?
Well, I'll let you know a little brief history about our company. We've been around for over 30 years as an organization. It is a franchise. We have 7 offices in the greater Cleveland area, and I'm the Medina County area. Medina, Wayne, and Stark are the areas that I specifically cover as a territory. We actually are the oldest home care, multinational home care company in the country. People don't realize that. We've based out of Philadelphia, and Gene Griswold is the founder of this company. And I've been affiliated with Griswold Home Care for the last, this will be going on our 5th year here.
Great, great. So tell us about some of the things that Griswold Home Care does.
Well, what we typically do is we go out to the homes. We try to keep people living independently at home.
Great.
What we want to do is help people by whatever means we can as far as providing caregivers. We have caregivers come out to the home, help with their daily needs, running errands, shopping maybe, helping with menu planning, cooking, healthy meals, you know, taking people to and from doctor's appointments, helping along, we'll work with some of the other organizations, skilled organizations in town when it comes to hospice, work with them, you know, doing the personal care, the bathing, continence care. Those are the things, the services that we provide for families.
Sure. I think it's pretty evident that most people would prefer to stay at home as long as possible.
Yes, I would agree. Typically that is the common statement that people make. You know, but we're not an answer to all the needs. There are situations that are beyond our control too, and sometimes they do have to transition to a facility. But you know, we're definitely trying to keep people independently at home as long as possible.
What's the most important function that you think you do for people with your company?
Well, like I said just briefly before, is trying to keep people independent at home.
Right.
They're typically happier at home. They're typically, you know, more engaging. They they feel like we want to give people that ability that they still feel that they can care for themselves. We're not there to technically, quote unquote, babysit somebody. We want to engage them and help them feel like they're still able to help out and contribute, and they truly are.
Right, remain independent.
Correct. So
that's a great thing. Do you have products that you bring to their home, or do you supply them with other types of daily needs, as you mentioned?
We're as far as I mean, we provide caregivers. The caregivers come out, they work their hourly basis. We provide as little as 2-hour services, blocks of service to 4 hours. We do 24/7 care.
Right.
You know, we're helping out in various fashions at home.
So your people go to the customer's home.
Correct.
And help them through their daily living, if you will. And do you engage them in other types of activities?
Oh, we do. We will take them. We've had, believe it or not, we've actually had some of our families and clients that we care for have, some of them are snowbirds. We literally, caregivers traveled with them to,
that's a great idea.
You know, Florida. They needed help with that. You know, we've engaged them in community events here at the Brunswick Community Center. We've taken people on casino trips.
Right, bus tours.
You know, it's a combination of doctors' visits, whatever is needed.
Oh, that's great, so that you can travel with a customer then. So
correct.
If they have other homes in different locations.
Yes.
I see. That'd be to me, that's a great idea. I mean, I'm at that stage in my life where I have a house in Florida. So I'd like to know I had a company here that I could use that same company down there.
Correct.
Good idea. The area that you particularly work in, you said, is Medina, Wayne, and Stark?
Correct.
Okay, so you have people that go to each part of those counties.
We typically employ caregivers in the area that are close to the case. It doesn't always work out that it's really that close, but typically I like to look at and say that our caregivers are not traveling more than a half hour, 40 minutes at a time. You know, that we try to get them within that range of where the cases are typically are.
Right. Is there an age restriction or specification?
For caregivers?
It could be for
Our caregivers range in age from, I have college students that are going through nursing programs all the way. My oldest caregiver is 72. We don't have age discrimination. There is no age discrimination.
Yeah, so you have people of all ages.
All ages. Experience level, we do look for people that are experienced.
Right.
We're typically looking for caregivers that have had this, either their STNAs, which is state tested nurses' aides. They're the same aides that work in hospitals and nursing homes.
Sure.
But we also have nurses. We have actual nurses that work for us. Typically, we're non-medical, but maybe they've either retired from nursing. I've got some people that are young moms that are just coming off of maybe not wanting to go back to their position, back in a nursing position, because they don't want to work all the hours. They like the flexibility. We do work with a lot of people and just give them flexible hours and try to work the cases around the hours that they're available.
Right. Well, caregivers, as we know, huge. It's the important factor. All of us that have parents, that's really critical to us.
Well, it's important to tell people and let people know that these services are available. And not everybody understands what the caregiving is all about and how extensive or what we can help out with. And like I said, our cases range in lots of varying hours, from maybe a couple hours a day to round-the-clock care.
Sure.
And the round-the-clock care can go on for months and months and months at a time, and inevitably sometimes it is until the final point when somebody does finally pass.
It's really great.
Hospice.
Yeah, you have that flexibility, so you can handle a case, because sometimes it could be 4 hours a day. A year later, it's 8. A year later, it's 12.
Correct. It can.
That's fantastic. Yeah. That's a great idea. So, you see this business growing, if you will?
Most definitely. I mean, there's we're all getting older, and we're all looking for options, and we're just another option to help people transition. And this is something that I'm very passionate about. I got involved in this a few years back because of a situation I was dealing with myself. This is not my normal background, and my dad was terminally ill with cancer, and my wife was seriously ill at the same time, and I just did not like what I saw, and this is what motivated me to get into this business.
It's fantastic. Well, it's a personal angle to what you do.
Oh, definitely, yes.
And it is. It's a great place to be right now, and a lot of people rely on people like yourself to bring them care for all of us that can't be there, with our loved ones.
Correct. And I honestly would not be here today if it wasn't for the great caregivers that I have working for us. We have fantastic caregivers, absolutely great caregivers.
Truly is a labor of love for you.
It is.
Excellent. Well, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you very much.
And we'll be right back.